The economic life of the urban core. The cities have attracted so much traffic that over the centuries they became huge snarls of traffic and business. But what's at the anatomy of all this? What is at the anatomy of all this is the Crossroads Effect. The Crossroads Effect. The ideal is an intersection of two roads, not limited access highways, but regular roads, as well as an intersection of a railway in the proximity of a canal and airport. One such intersection was, I believe, Greenwood Avenue in Bethel, Connecticut, in the USA. So, that's an example there. Except the train terminated in the next town. What it needed to do was connect with Chicago, directly or indirectly. But the Crossroads Effect can just be as simple as two roads, such as arbitrarily 5th Avenue and 57th Street in Manhattan, New York, New York. The effect is one of the simplest economic engines and is an historic one. It's kind of surprising that more notoriety hasn't been directed at this reality, but it might be that anyone discovering the principle has kept it secret for their own advantage. But not me. Not me. I don't like them too much at all. So I don't mind spilling the beans. The problem with Crossroads is that in this new century they're harder to build, and that's too bad, because for now they're really the intermediate key to success, or the immediate key to success, and immediate is all that's needed for a major upheaval in world history. Because of improper connectivity, the life of citizens that tend to congregate in the urban core of cities that have sprung up around known economic circumstance or accidental economic engines becomes stifled, oppressive, failing, less and less bearable, and so on, because new basic crossroads effects don't exist, because the intersection of the needed connectivity has been neglected. Now, here comes another train. I hope you can hear this. Throughout history, too much attention has been given to the powerful, that they somehow deserve priority on where the roads go and how they're built. This is very embarrassing due to the apparent morons that have attained power, specifically in the United States, especially in the United States. I would say specifically, but especially. It makes me ashamed. It makes me ashamed to be the same species. Roads are meant to be developed strategically to develop prosperity, much more so than to serve as some mere convenience. A road going to a powerful person's estate is a road to nowhere. This is evidenced in the Paris phenomenon of the 20th century, in which all roads led to the capital. What was needed was a major throughway from Calais to Marseille via Lyon, and an intersecting throughway from the major Pyrenees connection with Spain going directly to Troyes and on into the Ruhr Valley in Germany, the place where the two roads intersected would grow into a new city. Nouveau Paris, or Paris 2, uh, Paris 2, which could connect with Paris by high-speed rail. For the moment, all that's left there is Paris. Anyway, but you never know. Maybe they're taking my advice through some quark in the internet, or some quirk in the internet, or quark maybe too, huh? There's a few quarks in there. However it happens, if they get their connectivity even partway right, among other things, that would help pull Germany out of the doldrums. But instead, Paris, so far at least, has become like a little Rome, to which all the roads led. It looked like it would work, and it seemed to, because there was nothing to compare it to. You can't do the science without comparison. You have to have controls. But it was an underachiever and seriously affected the prosperity of France, which still did fairly well in spite of the handicap, largely due to the excellent education of its peoples, at least in the major urban areas. So let's go over that again. Let's go rova da rova yo brova. This is important. You got to realize we're in the dawn of understanding what economic engines are. An economic engine is something that will drive to sufficiency, if not prosperity, every time. Like when you drive your car in a commute, it's not like, well, you take your chances, It's not like, okay, well, we'll gamble on the stock exchange. This is a sure thing. Economic engines. Now, Wall Street is not an economic engine. It is an economic accident. New York had its prosperity because of connectivity. New York City was connected all the way to the Great Lakes, or the Gratitude Lackeys. Better late than never, huh? Okay, and then they had the first airports, like the seaplane airports, LaGuardia, Okay, and of course the terrific shipping coming through the Verrazzano's Narrows is a terrific port. The most important port in the United States, and the second most is Puerto Rico. The port in San Juan. Okay, the economic life of the urban core. The cities have affected so much traffic, have attracted so much traffic over the centuries, that over the centuries they become huge snarls of traffic and business. But what's at the anatomy of all this? The Crossroads Effect. The ideal is an intersection of two roads, not limited access highways, but regular roads, as well as an intersection of a railway in the proximity of a canal and airport. That's what you have here in Skagway. Actually, you just got a road that has connectivity to Whitehorse. You have the connectivity of the road with the ferry system, and you have a port, an airport, in proximity. Unfortunately, there is no canal system here. That would be interesting. Anyway. Okay. One such intersection was, I believe, Greenwood Avenue in Bethel, Connecticut in the U.S.A., except that the train terminated in the next town. You see, the train terminated in Danbury. It should have gone on from Danbury to Chicago, directly on a train line, or indirectly with, say, a bus service where the bus had half of the bus was adjustable to hold boxes, cargo, delivery. That would have. I'm saying it would have worked.